Well, on today's Kidding with Kayla, we are talking about what to do with your leftover Halloween candy. I brought in a registered dietitian to give us some suggestions, but first, here's a funny TikTok from my friend and fellow parent reporter, Shannon Lanier. He's hilarious. You can follow Shannon Lanier on TikTok at Mr. Shannon Lanier. And we have this registered dietitian, Sharnae Gross, to explain with us, whether Shannon got it right there. Do we need to be thinking differently about our relationship with candy? I know that's typically what people, kind of joke about. And a lot of people, I was bad today, I had candy, or, oh, I need to get rid of all this candy. But what should our relationship with candy really be like? What's the healthy way to have a good relationship with candy?
Yeah, so I think one thing that you asked me when you messaged me on Instagram was, how do I get my toddler to eat less candy? And I said, well, we don't. We don't get them to eat less candy. What we want to do is we want to neutralize their relationship with candy. And so the idea is habituation. Habituation is kind of best explained as, getting into a new relationship with a boy or a girl, whatever. But you get into a new relationship and it's so exciting and you want to see them all the time. And then after about 6 months, you're like, okay, I love you, but I've had enough of you now, right? Like, I don't need to see you all the time. And so that's kind of the relationship we want to have with our candy, is we actually want to offer it enough so that they get to the point where they're like, I'm comfortable with having this in my house. I'm comfortable with the relationship that I have with candy. Now, am I telling you to give your kid unlimited access to candy? Kind of, but not really. So there's this concept called division of responsibility, and it's a concept coined by Ellen Satter. She's a registered dietitian, expert in our field, and she states that it's our role as parents to determine when and what is offered and where food is offered. It's the child or the eater's job to determine of the food that is offered, how much of that they're going to eat, and of that, what they're going to eat from that plate. So I have an example here, and just a little bit more of a neutral way to have like candy exposure is we offer it in a balanced plate. So here I have some strawberries, I have some yogurt for that fat to keep their bellies full longer, but then I took the candy out of the wrapper because here it's so exciting. It's this, beautiful orange packaging, but here it's a little bit more neutralized and easier to visualize and have more a normal relationship with the candy.
Excellent. So, and that's actually, it's funny because as a parent, I'm always thinking I need to limit, no. I'm doing such a favor to them by telling them, oh no, you can't eat candy, you need to eat your healthy stuff first. But as a result, I'm creating that kind of stigma, if you will, where he's like, well, now I want it even more. Like, I'm part of the problem. So by putting it on the plate, and then you don't even have to say no. Like, it's actually easier for the parent. This is amazing. I love this. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we can just give them the option in moderation on the plate, and that's the secret.
Yep.
I like it. And is that the same for adults?
It is. It is the same for adults. To get to a point where you can have candy in the house comfortably, or whatever foods you enjoy, is you have to go through that relationship experience with it. Eating it often enough so that you can come to peace with having that food in your house.
I love it. I like you. I'm gonna